Welcome back to Next Bike World, your go-to destination for everything two-wheeled and thrilling. Today, we're diving into the world of classic cruisers with a fresh twist: the 2025 Honda Shadow. A machine that carries the soul of old-school Americana while blending in modern reliability and comfort. The Shadow continues to be a fan favorite for riders who crave relaxed cruising with a touch of attitude. But does the 2025 edition bring enough updates to justify your attention? Or is it just more of the same under a shiny new tank badge? Let's ride into it. At first glance, the 2025 Honda Shadow oozes nostalgia. From the sculpted teardrop fuel tank to the broad fenders and fat tires, everything about this bike screams vintage cruiser. Yet, if you look closer, there's a contemporary refinement here. Honda has subtly updated the chrome accents, added LED lighting front and rear, and introduced a new color palette that includes midnight black metallic, pearl iron gray, and a limited edition crimson flame red. These finishes are smooth and rich, giving the Shadow a premium vibe while retaining its rugged personality. The Shadow's seating position remains relaxed and low-slung, making it an inviting bike for riders of all heights. The seat height is just under 26 inches, meaning even shorter riders will find flat footing at stops a breeze. The handlebars are wide and slightly pulled back, offering a laid-back riding posture that's perfect for weekend cruises and daily commutes alike. The forward-mounted footbags also enhance that classic cruiser stance. Under the hood, or rather, under the tank, the 2025 Honda Shadow continues to rely on the trusted 745cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It produces around 45 horsepower and 47 pounds-to-feet of torque, figures that may not scream performance but absolutely deliver when it comes to real-world usability. This engine is all about smooth power delivery, low-end grunt, and a throaty rumble that adds character to every ride. Honda's tuned the exhaust for a deeper knock this year, and though it's still tame compared to aftermarket options, it's noticeably more pronounced than previous models. The 5-speed transmission remains unchanged, offering crisp and predictable shifts. The clutch is light and user-friendly, perfect for newer riders or those just seeking an easygoing ride through town. Thanks to its shaft drive, maintenance is minimal compared to chain-driven competitors, which is a huge win for long-term ownership. Performance-wise, the Shadow isn't designed to shred corners or blitz down highways at 120 miles per hour. What it excels at is effortless cruising. On the open road, it hums along happily at 60–70 miles per hour with minimal vibrations. The V-twin hums smoothly, the wind buffets gently thanks to optional accessories like the mid-height windscreen, and the overall ride is impressively composed for a bike of this class. Honda's engineering really shines through in the suspension setup. The front end features 41mm telescopic forks with 5.1 inches of travel, while the rear gets dual shocks with adjustable preload and 3.5 inches of travel. The ride quality is plush, soaking up bumps and potholes with ease. Whether you're cruising city streets or hitting the back roads, the suspension keeps things stable and comfortable. Braking comes courtesy of a single 296mm front disc and a 180mm rear drum brake. While some may scoff at the rear drum, it's part of the Shadow's traditional appeal. For 2025, Honda has included ABS as standard, a crucial safety feature that modernizes the Shadow without compromising its retro soul. Braking performance is predictable and sufficient for this bike's intended purpose, though aggressive riders may desire more bite from the front end. Let's talk about weight. Tipping the scales at around 560 pounds wet, the Shadow is substantial but manageable. Honda's low center of gravity and balanced chassis geometry make it surprisingly nimble at low speeds. Whether you're navigating tight parking lots or weaving through slow-moving traffic, the Shadow responds with grace. Out on the highway, that weight turns into an asset, providing stability and a planted feel that many lightweight cruisers just can't offer. Fuel economy is another plus here. Riders can expect about 55 miles per gallon, and with a 3.7-gallon fuel tank, the Shadow will comfortably give you over 180 miles of cruising range, more than enough for most weekend warriors or daily commuters. Tech-wise, the 2025 Shadow remains refreshingly analog. There's no TFT display, no Bluetooth connectivity, no riding modes. What you get is a single large speedometer mounted on the tank, with a small digital inset showing your odometer, trip meters, and fuel level. It's simple, elegant, and totally in line with the cruiser ethos. Just hop on and ride. Handed is offer a solid range of accessories for the Shadow. Riders can kit it out with saddlebags, a backrest, windshields, and even a passenger seat upgrade. There's also a touring pack available, which includes highway bars and a luggage rack, turning the Shadow into a weekend touring machine. One of the Shadow's greatest strengths has always been its approachability, and the 2025 model continues that tradition. It's ideal for new riders who want a cruiser with character but don't want to wrestle with the size or power of something like a Harley Softail. It's also perfect for seasoned riders who want something reliable, stylish, and maintenance light. Reliability, by the way, is where Honda truly shines. The Shadow is known for being bulletproof. Owners routinely report tens of thousands of trouble-free miles, and parts availability is never a problem. This is the kind of bike you can keep for years, ride hard, and still trust to start every time. The 2025 Honda Shadow comes with a base MSRP of $8,399. Which is extremely competitive in the mid-size cruiser segment. Considering the build quality, timeless styling, and Honda's stellar reputation for durability, it's a strong value proposition. Add a few accessories and you're still well below the price of comparable offerings from Harley-Davidson or Indian. Of course, the Shadow isn't without its limitations. If you're a performance junkie or want high-end tech features, you might find the package a little too basic, and the lack of a sixth gear can make higher-speed cruising feel a bit buzzy. But in its element, riding back roads, gliding down highways, or just enjoying a sunny afternoon, the Shadow delivers an experience that's more about the journey than the destination. So, who is the 2025 Honda Shadow really for? It's for riders who appreciate the essence of motorcycling, the wind in your face, the rumble beneath you, and the freedom of the open road. It's for those who want a bike that doesn't overwhelm but still excites. It's for people who want to look cool without spending a fortune or dealing with the headaches of overly complex electronics. In a world where more bikes are becoming overloaded with tech, screens, and sensors, the Shadow stays true to the basics: rider, engine, and the road ahead. And honestly, that might just be its biggest selling point. If you're shopping for your first cruiser, or just want something relaxed, charming, and incredibly dependable, the 2025 Honda Shadow deserves a serious look. It's not trying to be the fastest, flashiest, or fanciest cruiser out there. It is simply one of the best at what it does. That wraps up our full ride-through of the 2025 Honda Shadow. Let us know in the comments what you think. Would you take the Shadow over something like a Rebel 1100 or maybe a Sportster S? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a review from Next Bike World. Until next time, ride safe, ride often, and keep chasing that horizon.